2K Sports pregame show.
Okay, basketball fans, with me, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, I'm Ernie Johnson. You're watching 2K Sports, but you know that already. The action tonight will be happening out in Dallas, where the Mavericks will be going up against the Boston Celtics. Taking a look at the Celtics, they are putting together an impressive stretch of basketball. Only one loss in their last 8 games. We'll see if that continues tonight. And a terrific international prospect, Luka Doncic, suiting up tonight. Kenny, it's rare to see someone this young with such a complete game.
You know what? A couple of our friends were talking, me and my friends, about this guy.
When? Yesterday or 2 days ago?
2 days ago. And he's ready. He's strong. He's got a wide frame. He reads defenses well, exceptionally well.
He's good at creating his own shot. He shows a lot of pro-level moves, and you broke that streak of 10 straight.
That'll do it. Both teams ready for tip-off. Let's send it to Kevin Harlan and the crew.
The Mavericks look to take charge at the American Airlines Center in Dallas, Texas, and we're going to bring it to you live. We've got an action-packed Saturday night of NBA action for you. Thanks for joining us. I'm Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony, Hall of Famer Doris Burke, and another Hall of Famer, David Aldridge, from the sidelines. And, of course, Harrison Barnes. Even with him gone, they've shaken it off quickly and have really come together as a team.
And his fans, teammates, there are a lot of people that I'm sure are sad to see him go, given all that he's brought to the table. But I like what the trade does for them. I bet it helps them right off the bat, not to mention in the long term.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. On the floor for Boston. Down low, it's Morris and Horford. Serving at point with Brown to his side. They're at the backcourt, and it's Tatum in at the 3 slot. The past few seasons, Doris, Al Horford has really stepped up his passing.
Well, he has, Kevin, and part of it certainly is the system. But to me, this guy has incredible vision and feel on the offensive end of the floor. He's a key component of what they do.
What a play there. The hoop plus the harm.
The Mavericks shooting their first free throw tonight.
And how about as a group, 80% on the season, one of their best attributes.
One shot, gentlemen.
Free throw good, Lee. Scores for a couple teams that had high hopes coming out of the gate. Frustration starting to build, and you can even sense it with the fans. They're getting a little bit nervous here.
And this is the critical stage where when you've gotten out of the gate slowly, it's your leadership that has to step up. They've got to have a strong voice in the locker room, not overreact to mounting frustrations, and just calm the nerves of the young players. It's important to keep your unity in tough times.
One of the coaches always say, don't let go of the rope. Everybody's got to pull in the right direction, same direction. Don't let go of the rope.
Great point, Kev.
Here's Irving following the three-point basket by Dallas, and the pass to Brown. Tatum against Hardaway. The offensive rebound. Nice ball movement by Boston. The shot's good from Irving.
There's a marksmanship from Kyrie Irving. The lightning quick release. Boy, defender better have his hands up and ready.
Now here's Doncic, guarded closely. No good that time. Good D by Irving. And Courtney Lee gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Boston's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Irving from long range. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
How about the athleticism? Kyrie stops on a dime, knocks it in. Some of the best breaks in the league.
Now here's Doncic, covered by Irving. No good from Lee.
Well, that's the shot they want. He always has the green light when he's that open. Boy, one miss isn't going to change that.
Tatum kicks to Irving. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Inside, here's Doncic. Passes it to Nowitzki. Dallas, no good that time either.
Well, I think the defense took that possession off. I'm pretty sure he won't miss next time.
Horford gets the bucket.
Well, you can tell there's a team-first mentality with the young gun Jason Tatum working to find the open teammate. Nice.
The Mavericks trailing. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Brad Stevens and I got a chance to talk for a bit. He told me he's looking forward to the matchup tonight. It's their first time against this team, so he is curious to see what his guys do on offense. He said it's important that we're aggressive defensively, that we use our length and shot blocking as a deterrent inside. We'll see if they can be successful tonight. Kevin, back to you.
Good work, David. Thank you. It sounds like defense is going to be the key for him today.
And it usually is. They try to use their D to make life miserable for every opponent they play.
You're absolutely right, Greg. That suffocating defense has become a calling card. Nobody looks forward to playing this team.
Yeah, good awareness there. He sees an opening and doesn't hesitate.
And that's not the type of defense you want to play, right? You've got to make it more difficult than that. Layups are too easy.
Now here is Horford. 32 points for him last game against Atlanta.
And equally spent as much energy on his D. I mean, 4 steals kind of tell the story.
You know, guys, when you think of Al Horford, he is the prototypical big for what the Boston Celtics hope to do. This guy is very switchable on the defensive end. He can also make three-point shots at a high percentage, which is critical to the spacing they hope to achieve offensively.
And the first one drops. And for Horford, he's always been a plus defender throughout his career.
He has, Kevin, and I don't necessarily think that it translates to statistics. However, Al Horford is critical to what they do on the defensive end.
And stolen by Horford. And now Horford pushing it up. No one back to stop him. Irving with a clean look. Boston, no good that time either. Doncic kicks to Porzingis. The shot, no good. And the Celtics going the other way now. And this matchup with Dallas, it's their first meeting of the season.
Yeah, an interconference matchup, and these are two teams at different ends of the spectrum as far as the talent is concerned.
Doncic with it. Playing Brooklyn. He was nearly unstoppable. Over in the corner, Lee. Doncic kicks to Hardaway. 5 on the clock. Over Tatum. will not go. This is off the front iron. The Celtics with the lead. Here's Brown. Banked in off the glass. Brown's got his second bucket of the night.
Yeah, sprinting end to end, but under control. That's the key.
No, exactly right, Greg. You can't go too fast. He pulled that off in brilliant fashion.
Here's Doncic. The jump shot from the baseline is right on target. Doncic has got his first 2 points. Irving finds Morris. Back to Irving. And here is Brown. Pass to Tatum. Back to Brown. It's good from long range. Brown's got 7 points.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Oh, he throws it down with such ease. That rim might as well be 8 feet off the ground.
Here's Irving. He's coming off a 22-point game against the Hawks in Atlanta.
Boy, and defensively, he had them off balance. He was able to come away with 4 steals.
Now, here is Morris. And that's a foul called on Porzingis. That's his first foul. And the Mavericks making a change here. Mejri's checked in. The kick out to Irving. No good from outside. Mavericks trail by 3. Lee passes to Hardaway. And stolen by Tatum. They push it up 4 on 3. Here's Brown. Great pass to set up the lay-in. He's got 9.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agenda.
Now, here's Doncic. Defense right on him. Outside Hardaway. Over Irving. And Hardaway gets it to go.
Well, I like the battle right there by Hardaway Jr., showing he's committed to scoring on the defense.
Outside Irving. Hardaway against Tatum. Pass to Horford. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. They get Courtney Lee.
Kevin, you have to love how tough Al Horford is. When he gets deep, low post position, it makes it really hard on the defense.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far.
And the free throw line was a problem spot for him in their last game. Really struggled up there.
No good on the free throw. In the past, it has been suggested, Doris, that up-tempo teams couldn't maintain that style and then go on to win the playoffs. Is that an outdated theory and thought process?
Well, I think it is always contingent on the team, Kevin. You think back to the Lakers Showtime era, when the reality is those were up-tempo Showtime type teams, right? They could sustain it. But I think the fact of the matter is the teams that sustain success are the ones that can play in virtually any style. Can they play up-tempo if you allow them? Certainly. But when the game slows, particularly in the playoffs and the postseason, can you execute in the half court? Because you've got to be able to play both ways, I think, to win in the modern NBA.
That's what we're talking about in terms of the activity level defensively. You got to protect the rim.
No, exactly, Greg. Especially when the ball is that deep inside. You've got to respect how he altered that shot.
Hardaway. Hayward with some nice D. Celtics leading by 6. Kicks it to Horford. The dish to Baines. Nice ball movement by Boston. A second chance effort. The shot's good from Gordon Hayward.
Listen, the jumper is a key weapon for this team. When Gordon Hayward's effective with it, their offense becomes more efficient. Simple as that.
Here's Burke. There's the pass to Powell. Out to the wing. From deep, Perea off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
That consistency from distance, that's something J.J. Barea has worked on, and you can see the results here.
Rozier kicks to Baines. And Horford wide open. He shoots. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
And that's how you answer back.
Well, you can tell that was a little give good, get good. Executed well on the offensive end, connects on the deep threat.
And Dallas calls their first time out of the game. They're coming off that win against the Nets.
And guys, they just got so many good looks in that one, and the defense never able to affect their offensive rhythm.
Well, I think the defense from the other team was simply porous. There's no other way to put it. So many openings, and they made them pay for it.
Daniel Tice is checked in for Al Horford. Now here's Barea. He really was a guy who also stepped up in that win against the Nets. The three, and that one's good. Burke's got his first 3 points of the game.
What a solid pass by J.J. Barea. I tell you, he's not flashy, but you can count on this guy to run the offense the right way.
Powell with the steal. Barea against Rozier. Burke kicks to Powell. Now Barea, looking at his point production, he averages almost 11 points a game. Now here's Burke, guarded by Smart. That one's off. He's now 1 for 2.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
And Marcus Smart, Doris, is a player who will give you whatever he can on offense.
Right. Marcus Smart is on the floor because of his defensive abilities. But what Brad Stevens likes to say is, Marcus will make the big shots.
And that one falls for Smart.
And no doubt that Marcus Smart is one of the better defenders at his position. Quick feet are complemented by that strong frame, and he just digs in and against would-be scorers and just never lets them get comfortable.
Well, I just love how Marcus Smart plays the game of basketball. He's aggressive, he's intelligent, and he doesn't mind getting under your skin.
And here's Barea. He dishes it to Burke. It's Powell on the wing. Another three for Dallas. And Greg was smart. When he's off the floor or injured, you notice just how it changes the team's defense.
Yeah, I mean, the defense overall just seems to have less bite, less edge, less toughness without Smart. And the way he plays, you feel like he is looking to make a play on defense rather than just trying to slow his man down. Great at taking charges and forcing turnovers. He is truly the catalyst of their defense.
That free throw missing. A lot of offenses, Doris, initiate that high pick-and-roll offense, which is so fun to watch. Which ball handlers do you want running that play for you if you were on the sideline?
Come on now, there are some master manipulators in the pick-and-roll. Let's begin with the great James Harden. We'll begin with his teammate Chris Paul. Steph Curry. You give Steph Curry options to read in a pick-and-roll, he's going to make the right choice. There are a lot of guys who can manipulate the defense in a pick-and-roll, but those three are at the top of my list.
These are his third and fourth free throw attempts of the game. The first free throw is good. And last year, the Celtics appearing in the Eastern Conference Finals for a 35th season.
Simply incredible, Kevin. The most in the East by far. The Sixers and Pistons are a distant second and third. And the way this front office has constructed this roster, expect that total to rise in the coming years.
Now here's Barea outside Hardaway. And Rozier pulls it down.
Boy, that's exactly how you have to play defense when he's driving the lane. You cannot give him any space.
Tice passes to Smart. Shoots over Burke. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. And it's 6 points for Marcus Smart.
I'll tell you, that's really an improving jumper right there from Marcus Smart. The form is really starting to take shape.
Hardaway goes in. And Boston with the rebound. 1:16 left to play in the first quarter. Left side, Smart. Hayward kicks to Rozier. Celtics passing it around. Here's Smart, 6 to shoot. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Mavericks trail by 8. Here's Hardaway, and oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. The Dallas Mavericks last season could not have been more disappointing, Doris.
Well, you think about management for this organization, Kevin. They had tried to avoid a rebuild, but at some point, every franchise probably has to go through it. And one of the things you must have in a rebuild is patience.
2 shots.
First one falls for him.
I'll tell you, Tim Hardaway Jr. has shown signs of being a lights-out scorer, and he's got the game to do just that. He looks better and better every year, guys.
Dallas making a switch here. Kleba's checked in. Hardaway hits them both.
What an interesting evolution for the Celtics last year at the point guard position. Of course, they trade Brooklyn's unprotected #1 pick for Kyrie Irving. Then Irving goes down, and you think, okay, they have to go into the playoffs without that veteran closer.
Cuts off the pass. Rozier the pass to Baines. And that one is hammered home.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, and he was so quick to break on that one. A good sign that he read the play.
Here's Smart. The basket good off the assist from Hayward. And it's a 10-point Celtic lead.
And when you build a big lead like this, especially early, you have to guard against the letdown.
No, exactly right. You can't afford to get complacent, right? They have to stay hungry and humble if they want to keep this lead.
Domination in the first quarter. It's been pretty lopsided. Boston on top. They're up by 10. And we'll get going after this from the American Airlines Center. Al Horford was born in the Dominican Republic, and he talked about why he gravitated towards basketball instead of baseball.
Coming from a place where, baseball is what's driven to us every time. I mean, I started playing baseball. I didn't play basketball. I started playing baseball, and, just watching my dad play basketball, I just fell in love with the game. But people were still telling me, they're like, nobody makes it out of here, usually out of basketball. I mean, your dad was a very rare case, and I just believed in it.
Yep, wanted to follow in his father's footsteps.
And what a career. College championships at Florida, an all-star in the NBA. I think he made the right choice.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And what do you guys think about Boston here in this one?
They're just not sitting back. They are going for steals, and their activity has been terrific.
It has, Greg, no doubt. Love that they've gotten after it on the defensive end. Just continue to put pressure on.
On the court for the Celtics, second quarter underway. Smart is out there with Terry Rozier. Then it's Aaron Baines, and it's Hayward, and it's Tice in at the power forwards position.
What outstanding defensive anticipation and a poor decision passing.
Now here's Burke. He's covered closely, and that one good.
Well, Tim Hardaway Jr., a better playmaker than maybe people think. This guy very good at breaking the defense down.
Barea against Rozier. Hayward looking over the floor. Great look, but off the mark.
Man, right play, wrong result on that one. Generally, you knock those down.
Yeah, that's a surprising miss, Greg. I have a feeling if they get that shot again, they'll knock it down next time.
And one thing Rick Carlisle is known for is his accountability.
Right, and that extends to himself as much as it does the players who play for him. Listen, if this guy makes the wrong play call, he is going to make sure you know about that. And I think that's an approach you see from the top down in this organization.
Two shots.
That free throw good from Hardaway.
In today's NBA, we like to talk about that three-point shot. Well, the Dallas Mavericks, believe it or not, took the 4th most in the NBA last year.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Nowitzki comes in for Dwight Powell. And Doncic is subbed in for Burke. Boston also with the sub. Irving's checked in. And the Mavs, Doris, not only took a lot of threes, they made a lot of threes.
Well, when you have shooters, the likes of Dirk Nowitzki, Wes Matthews, Doug McDermott, the list goes on, three-point shooting was the least of their worries last season.
We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. Baines finds Irving. Trains the three-pointer. Irving's got 9.
No defense right there for that shot from Irving. Released so quick, especially off the pass.
Barea with it. Passes it to Nowitzki. Barea against Irving. Just 5 to shoot. Hardaway for 3. Not going to go that time. Hayward with some nice D. Floats one. He lays it in. Hayward's got the lead up to 10 now for Boston.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Barea kicks to Hardaway. And the shot no good, a bit short.
Well, this is a tough night so far. They'd be smart to rely more on a couple of their other options.
Courtney Lee, he's checked in for Dallas. The Celtics also with a sub. Tatum's checked in. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, guys, last season started with that horrific injury to Gordon Hayward's leg. Now, it's been a long road back for him, but he took heart in the encouragement he received, not just from his family, but from so many well-wishers. He said, "You realize how lucky you are to have people from all over supporting you." Guys?
David, I think everyone is rooting for his complete recovery. Thanks for that report. Dallas calls timeout. Doris, great to see Gordon Hayward out there fully recovered from his injury.
You know, Kev, after watching that injury happen, you had to wonder if he'd ever play again. So how wonderful to see Gordon Hayward just step between the lines and compete.
Porzingis is checked in for Dirk Nowitzki. And then for Boston, Al Horford. He's checked in for Daniel Tice. And Jaylen Brown subbed in for Smart. Barea kicks to Kleba. Now about 3 minutes gone in this second quarter of basketball. Porzingis inside. Defended by Hayward. Sinks it. And the shot from Porzingis.
You know, a chance to be a two-way player for sure. But I think offensively, with Porzingis' size and skill level, that's where you see the most upside.
Tatum dishes to Irving. From outside, off the mark. Mavericks trailed by 11. Here's Doncic. That's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
And when you want Doncic, he's one of those guys who kind of just slithers around until he finds an opening, and then bam.
Irving kicks to Brown. Back to Irving. And the 3 ball is good. Irving's got 15.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triples.
Barea looking for an opening. And a wide open look for Lee. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Lee's got his 3rd basket of the night.
And that was a real quick comeback there. Both sides showing some range.
Well, both teams are pulling the trigger right now, showing great confidence from behind that arc.
Irving with it. He's picked up by Doncic. Lee passes to Barea. Over in the corner, Doncic. Pass to Kleba. And no good that time. Good work defensively by Horford. Brown dishes to Tatum. That one goes in. Tatum's got his first points of the night.
What a polished scorer is Jason Tatum. Use your physical gifts and get to work.
And it's Barea with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. Right side, Porzingis. Lee outside. And the foul called on Porzingis. That'll be his second foul of the game. Morris is checked in for Gordon Hayward. Boston leading by 11. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic. That's his first foul. Mavericks on D. Here's Irving. Shoots over Doncic.
And it's just encouraging to see Luka step up on defense. Must continue to bring that type of intensity.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Marcus Morris picks one up there. No question, Porzingis is a tremendous talent, Doris. We've seen that, but he continues to struggle some as a rebounder.
I think automatically you see a 7'3" guy and you say, okay, that's 10 rebounds. But the reality is Porzingis has been more of a face-up, good athlete, attack the rim. He can get to the glass, and I think you'll see more of that in the future.
That free throw good from Porzingis.
Well, what a pleasure to have a 7-footer who you can play through, because Kristaps Porzingis, that nice shooting form, carries over to the free throw line. That is crucial.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. And a somewhat unbelievable circumstance last season, Doris. Celtics coach Brad Stevens receiving 0 votes for Coach of the Year.
It was surprising in this way, Kevin. This is a man who lost his 2 best scorers to injury and still led his team to the 2nd seed in the Eastern Conference. But I think if you look across the league 1 year ago, there were tremendous coaching jobs done from any number of guys. And the reality is Brad Stevens is by far one of the best coaches in the NBA. Hardware or no hardware.
Irving finds Horford. The Celtics working the ball around now. Here's Morris. And an air ball on that one. Way off. Mavericks trail by 7. Here's Doncic. 6 points for him. Outside, Porzingis. 4 on the shot clock. And stolen by Horford. And a fast break now for the Celtics. The feed to Brown. And Brown throws it down.
Kev, how about the strength on the finish? Jaylen Brown showing real muscle.
And Jaylen Brown was given quite the compliment on his game from Draymond Green, who felt, Greg, that Brown was good enough to be an all-star.
Yeah, I don't know if I'd be fully on board with that assessment in terms of last year, but I do think he's well on his way to becoming an all-star. His scoring and offensive impact continues to grow each year, and he's shown a great knack on the defensive side as well. Terrific two-way player. The sky is the limit.
That free throw good from Brown.
How exciting is Jaylen Brown as a basketball player? This guy is a skilled forward who loves showing off that ability to dunk the basketball.
And Rick Carlisle wants a timeout.
How about the leap forward, guys, that Jaylen Brown took as a second-year player in the NBA? He improves across the board and becomes a mainstay of their rotation. And there's so much to like about his future, guys.
Mavericks trail by 10. Now here's Barea. That's tipped. Lee kicks to Barea. 6 to shoot. Lee passes to Doncic. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. Doris with Brown, you knew he had the athleticism, and now we're seeing the skill.
Right, because Jaylen Brown has great work ethic and is putting in the time to develop every facet of his game. This guy strikes you as a young man who's got a very bright future on and off the floor.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Boston leading by 10. Here's Irving, and some very quick points for him on that possession. Irving's got 17.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
Barea against Brown. Left side, Porzingis. Over Horford. No good off the front iron.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
And they're not afraid to let it fly from deep. They're looking to extend their lead with the 3-ball here in the second quarter.
Brown against Barea. Back to Lee. Pass to Porzingis. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. That one on Horford.
Kristaps Porzingis standing 7'3". He's played power forward early in his NBA career, but with that height, his future, it could be at the center position.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
That free throw good from Porzingis. And with Porzingis having the ACL tear, Greg, maybe losing some of his lateral quickness, perhaps accelerating his move to the 5.
I mean, part of his rehab was hitting the weights and just adding strength. I think, if anything, his offensive skill set, though, even more impactful at the 5.
And the Celtics making a change here. Rozier's checked in. Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line.
He does a great job of drawing contact and getting himself to the line, something he didn't do in the first period.
Boy, great job protecting the rim and turning an easy layup into a missed opportunity.
Doncic passes to Porzingis, and it goes out of bounds. That one off Porzingis. A chance here to take a moment and compare the front court and back court scoring on the night for the Celtics.
And most of the damage being done by the backcourt. They've leaned on their guards big time, and the plan has worked to perfection. The small ball approach has been the way to go.
Rozier looking around. He kicks it to Tatum. Brown outside. To the inside. That's good from Horford on the assist by Brown. Brown's got 4 assists now tonight.
I think Brown demonstrating he's got a great understanding of the game. He keeps his head moving, his eyes open so he can spot the open man.
Porzingis finds Mesri. And pushing it up, here's Boston. Tatum leading the charge. Horford with the bounce pass. Here's Brown. Not going to go that time. And it's Dallas the other way. Now Barea. Now the pass to Mesri. Dishes it to Doncic. Lee outside. Nice move. Draws contact on the shot, and now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
And when Lee is using that speed on the attack, he's very dangerous. Crafty, nifty, shifty, you name it, he's got it. Let's remember, Courtney Lee has been in the league a long time, actually played in an NBA Finals. This guy has been able to score and defend regardless of where he's been.
Powell, he's checked in for Dallas. Trey Burke comes in for J.J. Barea. And a change for the Celtics. Smart's checked in for Tatum.
1 shot, gentlemen.
Free throw good. Lee. Doris, you're talking about Lee. It's a shooter's league. Why has he been dealt, you think, so many times?
You know, it's an interesting situation. He's never going to be a star, but that doesn't mean he isn't valuable. And teams are willing to trade for him as part of a bigger package. Give him credit. The guy's been a pro. He never complains.
And here's Rozier. He brings it up for the Boston Celtics. At one point, they led by 16. Here's Brown. Good for another basket. He's put up 10 shots and made 7 of them.
Well, you've got to look at this guy's shooting as one of the main reasons they've been able to build this lead.
Now, here's Doncic, guarded by Smart. We've got 1:55 left in the first half of basketball.
How about the timing by Al Horford? Twice on the pipes, sends it back.
It's hard to believe that he's a point guard. I mean, he can power those dunks down as well as any big man in the league.
If not better. He's a phenomenal finisher.
And obviously makes him very difficult to defend because he can fly right over you.
Shoots it. That one off the back iron and out.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Smart deciding where to go with it. Shoots a 3. The Mavericks pull it in. .107 left to play here in the second quarter. Good work there as it goes. That's 7 points for Trey Burke.
And despite the hot start from beyond, they've gotten away from shooting the triple.
Brown right side. Pass to Rozier. Takes a 3. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Rozier's got 5 points now this quarter.
Well, Jaylen Brown has a ton of upside, and he shows it with his passing ability there.
And here is Burke. 7 points in the game. Shot's good by Lee.
I tell you, get the feeling he's only going to get better as this game wears on. That first quarter was good. His second quarter has been great.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And Lee is just so clever at how he gets defenders to go up into him.
And this is his 3rd trip to the line tonight.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
Dallas making a switch here. Nowitzki's checked in. The Celtics also changing it up. Aaron Baines, he's checked in for Horford. Daniel Tice comes in for Morris. And Gordon Haywards is subbed in for Brown. And both free throws good for Lee.
I think it's best to avoid putting this guy at the line if possible, but that's obviously easier said than done.
Rozier with the ball. He has 5. And the layup's good off the glass. Rozier's got 7 points.
You know, rough start for him, but he seems to have turned the corner here in the second period.
Now here's Burke. Rozier defending. Burke kicks to Nowitzki. A 3 ball. And there's Burke. That's good on the assist by Nowitzki. He's got 10.
Gotta love Nowitzki setting his guys up with perfect passes.
And so it's Boston going into the break with a 10-point lead. A terrific tempo and a great pace. The fast break has been a central part of their offense. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks a lot. Kyrie, what were you all focusing on coming into the game tonight?
I come out with a intense focus and intensity that other teams can't match. Just doing whatever it takes to keep our tempo. Guys are in a great rhythm when we have a great tempo, so just trying to get everybody involved and do whatever it takes to win.
Well, we'll see if you can keep playing at your pace in the second half. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings, friends and neighbors. 1 half down, another half to go. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. What a game it's been for Kyrie Irving. He ended up with 17 points, 2 assists, and 1 rebound. Taking a look at the Celtics, Shaq, what do you think?
The area where they impressed me the most has been on the boards. When the shot's gone up, everybody goes for it. It's just a matter of maintaining that energy, playing with that same kind of aggression in the final 2 quarters.
And over to Kenny. Let's get your insights on Dallas.
Well, I think they could be way more physical than they have been in the first half. Their defense gave up way too many easy looks, and that kind of defense will turn to a loss any night.
And that does it for our halftime show. We now take you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the 3rd period.
The skyline of Dallas illuminating the night sky as we welcome you back to the Lone Star State. And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books, 1 half to go. You look at Kyrie Irving in this game, he has been everywhere.
I mean, he was prolific in that first half. You know it's coming, but it's just so tough to stop.
And this is what he does, right, Greg? He's out there to score the basketball, and throughout that first half, he dominated.
And we've got 3rd quarter of basketball for you, 2 quarters in the books. Mavericks trail by 10.
I think when you talk about the Dallas Mavericks, it's not hard to think about the ownership. Driven, intelligent, committed, and the team has embodied those traits.
We've got Lee. Kristaps Porzingis is out there with Nowitzki. Then there's Doncic, and it's Hardaway in at the 3. That's the lineup out there for the Mavericks.
Just leave it at the rim and let the big man do the rest. KP with the nice finish.
And a tremendous Unleash Chaos replay coming to you courtesy of Under Armour Hover Havoc. Morris kicks to Irving. Back to Morris. Lee with the steal. And it's the Mavericks on the break. Doncic passes to Porzingis. Trying to get open is Nowitzki. Rebounded by the Celtics. Morris has got rebound number 5 here tonight. And even though the Mavericks had a couple of bad years in a row, this franchise remains rock solid.
Well, think about they've had consistency from the top down. It's a pioneering organization that's always looking at the next innovation. And remember, they have a very strong fan base.
Irving dishes to Horford. Nice ball movement by Boston. Trying to get open is Irving. And Brown throws it down hard.
Look, Kevin, when Jaylen Brown is feeling it, I think you've got to feed him because you want his confidence to grow as that skilled scorer you hope he will be.
Outside Hardaway. Kicks to Nowitzki. Over Horford. Nowitzki, no good.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboards.
Boston leading by 8. Irving finds Horford. Morris against Porzingis. And the foul called on Tim Hardaway Jr. That's foul number 2 for him. Nowitzki against Horford. Doncic with the steal.
Ill-advised pass on that one, guys. I mean, he had to know there was a man there in position to get that turnover.
Hardaway. Al Horford with the rebound. Horford's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Got a piece of it. Brown the pass to Morris. And Morris throws it down.
Well, it's 6'9" with good athleticism. Dunking, not a problem for Mr. Morris. Give him some space, and he makes you pay.
Doncic kicks to Porzingis. Pass to Hardaway. Now the dish to Lee. And the officials call him for a 3-second violation. And now here's the upcoming schedule for the Dallas Mavericks. On Wednesday, they'll be matching up with Chris Paul and the Houston Rockets. And then on Friday, they'll go up against LeBron James and the Los Angeles Lakers.
And for that game against the Trailblazers, it's going to be an all-out battle. And you just hope they are rested and able to execute their game plan, as it's going to be a tremendous challenge.
The Mavericks have been getting it done at the line, 10 for 12. That free throw good from Hardaway. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Irving finds Morris. Back to Irving. Now here's Brown. In the corner, Horford with it. Fires the three. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Brown's got his 8th assist in the game.
Marvelous start to the second half. 3 for 3.
Dallas calls timeout. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
And why don't we quickly go to the 2K leaderboard and find out which shooting guards have been the hottest at the free throw line this season. And you take a look at Lee, one of the league's best, 3rd in free throw percentage.
We've gotten used to seeing a lot of terrific free throw shooters from the 2-guard ranks, but even so, it shouldn't take away from what these players have been able to do up there.
You know, that's a very steady bunch at the line, no doubt about that. In any kind of clutch situation, if it's one of those players shooting the big free throw, you can be sure he's going to come through.
And looking at Luka Doncic, incredibly mature for his age. Physically, the broad shoulders, weighing in about 230. Mentally, though, advanced understanding of how to play the game.
Well, Tim Hardaway Jr. getting stronger, and that's a problem when he's trying to finish through contact.
Irving passes to Brown. He kicks to Tatum. Morris with the bucket. Morris has got his 2nd bucket of the night.
Brilliant second half start. 4 for 4 from the field. Can't ask for any better.
Here's Doncic. He's got 10. Lee finds Hardaway. And it's off from 3-point range.
A good job by him on the glass here tonight. +8 in that department.
And it's Brown that time on the assist by Tatum. Tatum's got 6 assists in the game.
Wow, 5 straight buckets coming out of half. They are rolling.
That's it, and the Celtic lead is cut back down to 8. An important basket there from Lee.
Very hard to shake the concentration of Courtney Lee. When this guy's near the basket, he's looking to score on you.
Morris dishes to Irving. Pass to Brown. Porzingis comes with the double team. Shot clock at 5. Here's Horford, and a dunk by Horford.
You love the leadership of Kyrie Irving from the lead guard position. Yes, he's looking to score, but he's adept at finding the open teammate.
Doncic kicks to Nowitzki. And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That is his first foul of the game. A different look for Dallas. Maxi Kleber comes in for Dirk Nowitzki. And Barea subbed in for Lee. On the wing, Hardaway. Covered by Morris. Kleber, the pass to Porzingis. 4 on the clock. Over Tatum. That one's in there. The Boston lead is cut down to just 8 points with the bucket from Kristaps Porzingis. And so it's Irving. He brings it up for the Celtics. Shoots over Barea. And another basket for Boston.
And amazing what they're doing on offense here. Perfect from the field to start the half.
Dallas has gone downtown 13 times in this game, and they're just over 50%. 7 of 13 on threes. Some nice passing here by Dallas. From the baseline. That shot, no good. Great D that time from Tatum.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Well, the whole vibe is an unselfish nature with this team, and Jason Tatum being a part of that. Pretty pass.
To the paint. Here's Doncic. It's good. Great play set up by Barea. Barea's got 3 assists now in this one. Now, here is Irving. 19 points in the game. He dishes it to Tatum. Ball's knocked loose. Feeds to Horford. Good for another bucket. He's made half a dozen now. 6 for 8 on the night.
Moving it around. 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Barea finds Porzingis. From down in the low post, it goes. Porzingis has got 6 points in the quarter.
What a fantastic game he's had on the offensive end. If only his teammates could keep up.
So the Celtics called timeout. They're first.
And you look at J.J. Barea and how he's played over the years. Has always been a spark plug for a team off the bench. It just plays with energy and creativity no matter the situation.
Measuring, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Burke comes in for Doncic. The Celtics also changing it up. Aaron Baines, he's checked in for Horford. Hayward comes in for Marcus Morris. And Marcus Smart is subbed in for Brown. Irving, that's a basket. His 8th from the field, 8 of 14. And with Barea and what he brings to the table, Greg, he also takes care of the ball.
A lot of guards who are bench threats can get a little sloppy or careless with the ball. And Barea has been upping his assists and cutting his turnovers the last few seasons, still finding ways to be effective even after a decade in the league.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Hayward can hit. Mavericks trail by 12. Barea kicks to Kleba. And there's Hardaway. That's good on the assist by Barea. Hardaway has got 14 points.
Well, this is a guy who understands his role in their offense, right? And they know exactly how to use him.
The kick out to Tatum. Down low. It's deflected. Barea against Irving. Barea, the pass to Cleveland. The lead now cut to single digits.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. Boston making some changes. Daniel Tice is checked in for Jason Tatum. And Terry Rozier subbed in for Irving. Boston leading by 7. Now Rozier. 7 points in the game. Smart kicks to Hayward. Uses the glass to finish the layup. He's got 8.
Well, Gordon Hayward showing he can score from just about anywhere, but he's especially dangerous close in.
Barea, the pass to Kleba. Hayward against Hardaway. Shoots. And that one's good. Burke.
Well, everything starts with a great pass, right? That's really pretty.
Boston's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Rozier kicks to Hayward. Outside, Smart. Doesn't go that time. Now Dallas takes it the other way. To the inside. Rozier with the steal. And now Hayward pushing it up. No one back to stop him. And he gets it to go. Hayward's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Gordon Hayward has an exceptional ability to get out on the break. This guy's a terrific athlete who the defense has trouble staying in front of.
Burke finds Hardaway. And Barea has it in the corner. And Baines pulls it down.
Boy, he has been cold for a while now.
Yeah, starting to look like it's taking its toll mentally. He doesn't look like himself.
Powell, he's checked in for Dallas. Marcus Morris is checked in for the Celtics. Down low. Here's Baines, and he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
And Kevin, plays like that are really the reason they've got a nice lead right now. Just a great job on the glass.
And Greg, the jam and the follow gets their whole bench jumping. Look at them. They are really into it.
The other bench deflated because that was a rough sequence for the defense. They hated to give up those points, but did nothing to stop it.
5 to shoot. Hardaway for 3. Sinks the three-pointer. Hardaway has got 17 now.
Well, Tim Hardaway Jr. is known as a scorer. Knocks down the long-distance look right there.
And the foul called on Tim Hardaway Jr. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. And no doubt Brad Stevens, one of the most respected young coaches in the NBA. Notice he doesn't try to coach around foul trouble.
You know what I love about Brad Stevens is he's always trying to question the norm, meaning he doesn't want to do something simply because that's the way it's always been done. So just because a guy has 2 fouls doesn't mean he automatically takes him out. I like that kind of out-of-the-box thinking.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And we see a chart here for the shooting performance so far for Brown.
And it's really been a tremendous night. He's been efficient. He's been a major driving force in this offense. And it's no small task to try to slow him down. Once he gets rolling, like we've seen in this game so far, watch out.
That free throw, no good.
When you think about the Boston Celtics last year, they were defined by their defense. But one overlooked area was the improvement they made in their defensive rebounding numbers. Think about it, was their only top 10 finish in that category in the last 10 years. Incredible.
No one near Rozier as he lets it fly. And he overshot that one, missing. Mavericks trail by 7. There's 53 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Rozier with the steal. And Smart with a clear path to the hoop. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Well, so much great defense has come from the shooting guard position over the years. And here's a rundown of the players wreaking havoc at that spot this year. Marcus Smart on top.
You know, he's often forced to guard the opposition's top player on the perimeter, and still he's made his way all the way up the steals list.
Yeah, I'm not sure there's a defensive assignment in this league that he couldn't handle with relative ease. That's how disruptive he is. It is impossible for an opposing player to find a comfort zone when he's the guy guarding them.
That free throw, no good. Lee's checked in for Tim Hardaway Jr. And he sinks the second. Mavericks trail by 8. And here's Doncic. 12 points for him. How? It's good on the putback.
And so far going for more of an inside presence here in the second half, getting away from the three-point shot.
And here's Rozier. He brings it up for the Boston Celtics. At one point, they led by 16. High arcing shot, and the shot is good. Rozier's got 9.
They are just killing them on the interior.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. And the pass to Mejri. Lays it up and banks it in.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Hayward, left side. Releases from 15, and good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Hayward's got 6 here in this quarter. It'll count. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's the Boston Celtics holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. Back right after this. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. Celtics leading by 8. And a look at the 5 for the Celtics to start the fourth quarter. Hayward and Moore is your small and power forwards. Smart is out there with Rozier, and it's Horford in at the center position.
Well, Lee has proven to be a valuable role player throughout his career. The combination of shooting and defense is huge.
The free throw drops for Lee. And both free throws good for Lee. The Celtics shooting 61% from the field, showing some marvelous touch out there. Horford with it. Back to Rozier. Hayward right side. And he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
Well, Gordon Hayward's so good in the catch-and-shoot situations.
Mavericks trail by 8. Here's Doncic. Passes to Powell. Dishes to Barea. To the inside. And stolen by Hayward. Here's Rozier, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Guard Terry Rozier, a fantastic spark plug off the bench for this team, Doris.
But the reality to me is Terry Rozier is a good enough player to be a starter in the NBA, but that ability to create instant offense, really special.
Porzingis, he's checked in for the Mavericks. That one good for 2.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Celtics leading by 7. Now here's Rozier. Horford. That's good, and it's Rozier with the assist. Rozier's got 3 assists now in this one.
I tell you, the defense is going to have to get in Al Horford's space because right now he's in a comfort zone.
Now here's Doncic. He's covered closely. 2 points. That one goes. And it's 6 points for Nowitzki.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Now Rozier. To the middle. Horford's shot is good. Horford's got 11 points here in just the second half.
Well, this is where Al Horford gets going, right? He's a high percentage shooter anytime he's got deep post position.
Nowitzki, the pass to Porzingis, and the dunk by Porzingis.
And that's such solid fundamental basketball on display right there, guys.
You talk about it all the time, Greg. Yeah, great use of the pick to set up the dunk.
You know, and that's why we say move without the basketball. You'll be rewarded.
Rozier for 3. That's good. Basket number 5 on a 5-for-8 night shooting.
And when you're down this many points, hard to justify leaving a good shooter that wide open.
Right. If you want to get back in the game, you simply can't afford to let long-range shooters get comfortable.
Porzingis finds Nowitzki. A strong finish under heavy pressure all over.
And they're beginning to just flat-out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. You think of all the great moments in Dirk's career, what he's done on and off the floor, Doris. What a treasure of a player.
Well, Kevin, there's no doubt this is the greatest European player ever, and he flat opened the door and helped make the NBA a truly global game. Think about some of the young stars, Porzingis, Markkanen, who grew up modeling their games after Dirk.
Jaylen Brown's checked in for the Celtics. Kyrie Irving comes in for Terry Rozier. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, I was able to listen in on what Brad Stevens had to say to his team. He still wants them to be aggressive and assertive on offense. He said, I don't want us to get content with this lead. Build on it. Don't give them any chance of getting back in this thing. Kevin?
Thank you, David. And here's Hayward. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. Here's Morris. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Brown's got 9 assists now tonight.
And racing up the court, you have a number of options and a great decision there.
I love how he took the initiative, right? You took charge of the opportunity and made the right decision.
And Doncic gets it to go.
How about the vision from the young Latvian Porzingis showing he really can read the floor and capitalize.
Irving kicks to Horford. Morris against Porzingis. Back to Horford. Shot from free throw range. And another basket for Boston.
See, to me, you have to take away Al Horford's airspace because he's a great shooter in the mid-range.
Now, here's Doncic. He's covered by Irving. Outside, Porzingis. Kicks it to Nowitzki. 5 on the clock. Here's Doncic. Here's Porzingis. Trying to get open is Nowitzki. And the shot goes in from Kristaps Porzingis.
Amazing when you're 7'3" with great instincts. You create an opportunity to get the putback. Nice work, Kristaps Porzingis.
Brown outside. That shot misses. Now the Mavericks take it the other way. Lee passes to Nowitzki. That's in, and the Celtic lead is cut down to just 8 points with the bucket from Porzingis.
And that keeps him perfect from the field this quarter.
Floats it up for Horford, and he lays in the alley-oop.
Well, Al Horford making the defense pay. Outstanding recognition on the offensive end. This guy's a terrific scorer.
Doncic kicks to Porzingis. To the middle. Nowitzki finds Porzingis from outside the arc. The rebound by the Celtics.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Hayward, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Dirk Nowitzki picks up that one. And seeing Gordon Hayward out there, you have to be glad that he was able to recover the way he has from that devastating injury on opening night last season.
And I remember your call of the moment, Kevin. The whole NBA world just was shocked on that opening night. As bad as it looked, it seemed to be clean enough to where Hayward won't have any lasting issues with it. The rehab obviously wasn't easy, and I'm sure Hayward is just thankful that he's been able to come back completely from that injury.
Well, and this 6'8" forward from Indiana is impressive. Gordon Hayward is so intense, plays so hard on both ends. And I'll say this to you, his athleticism catches you off guard.
Tim Hardaway Jr. is checked in for Powell. Lee against Brown. Pass to Doncic. For 3. Rebound Boston. Hayward's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
Well, it's been an up and down quarter for him on the offensive end. Mostly down, though.
Horford kicks to Morris. Down low. Here's Brown.
That's the long reach of Lee, annoying those shooters. That's the reason why he is seen as an outstanding individual defender.
Knocks it loose. And Dirk Nowitzki gets the whistle that time. That will get him his 4th foul of the game.
Boy, plenty of time left in the clock. He needs to keep his poise. That's his 4th foul now.
Lee against Brown. There's the dish to Morris. And it's a defensive 3-second violation. The things Kyrie Irving can do with the basketball are just jaw-dropping. Doris, a gifted ball handler.
Well, he will go down as one of the best dribblers to ever play the game. Gentlemen. Creative, consistent, quick with every move. He is fun to watch, Kev.
And so he hits the technical free throw. The G League, Doris, growing roster of teams, introduced two-way contracts last season. Is it safe to call it a official minor league at this point, you think?
Well, I'm just going to say that I thought this was one of the best changes to the NBA last season. And you look at certain players who went back and forth between the G League, and when they were up with the respective NBA team, they were a significant part of the rotation. Quinn Cook comes to mind. The NBA champion had a two-way player in Quinn Cook, who was a vital part of their G League, and then becomes a vital part of their real-time success. To me, what a tremendous platform for player development, Kevin.
Yeah, the league has gotten it right with this. Out of bounds, it'll be Mavericks ball. And now, a look at Boston's upcoming schedule. On Monday, they'll be facing Drew Holiday and the New Orleans Pelicans. Then on Friday, they'll take on Kevin Love and the Cleveland Cavaliers.
You know, some might look ahead at the schedule and start marking off how many wins they'll wind up with, but I think that's a trap. You can't take any nights off in the NBA, and you've got to stay in the moment.
Tatum, he's checked in for Boston. Porzingis passes to Hardaway. Over Tatum. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. Boston leading by 13.
Oh my, he really needs to be careful now. That was his 5th foul of the night.
And we talk about someone being thrown into the fire. Tatum called on early by the Celtics his rookie year.
That's right. With the injury to Gordon Hayward, Jason Tatum was placed into a very prominent role. And how impressive was he with the poise and the polish throughout the year? Really incredible.
Nowitzki dishes to Doncic. Hardaway against Tatum. Hardaway finds Nowitzki over Horford. Nowitzki's shot is no good.
And as he squares up for mid-range, the defender right in his face.
Well, classic example of crowding the shooter, not letting him get comfortable in the mid-range. Boy, what a quarter for this guy. Just give him the basketball and get out of the way.
Doncic passes to Porzingis. Hardaway against Tatum. Hardaway kicks to Doncic. That one's not going to go.
As off as he's been this quarter, it's not helping them to trim the deficit.
Tatum passes to Morris. Buries it from three-point range. And the Celtics lead by 20.
You have now got to respect the three-point shooting ability of Marcus Morris. He understands now he's got to take that shot.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Doncic kicks to Hardaway. Over in the quarter, Porzingis. Over Morris. Dallas again missing.
And they've just tried everything to stem the tide here, but nothing seems to work.
Greg, I think this other team is just in a zone right now. They're clicking on the offensive end, and the defense starting to look frustrated.
Exceptional play across the board. I love their tenacity, just piling it on at this point.
You know, the beauty is it hasn't just been offense, right? It's been the defensive end as well. They're firing on all cylinders right now.
And now we get the chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Al Horford.
And Kevin, it's a no-brainer. He's controlled every aspect of this game, and it's just so fun to see a player perform at a level that's just higher than anyone else out on the floor.
And they were in danger of losing back-to-back games before he stepped to the forefront here tonight. This was not a game he was going to let get away from him. Dallas has gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen. Well, so often when a player changes teams, Doris, we see a lot of emotions from him, his teammates, from the fans, and coaches. Is it even reasonable to expect loyalty in sports nowadays?
You know, I think times have changed, Kevin. We're no longer living in an era where a player sticks with an organization throughout the course of his tenure, or at least that is the outlier nowadays. The reality is
teams always make decisions with their long-term best interests at heart. And so when a player has earned the right to embrace his free agency, there's a reason it's termed free agency, then he should have an equal opportunity to the team to make the decisions that are in his best interest. Whatever those values and priorities for that individual player are, when you reach free agency, you've earned that right.
Sinks it, and the shot from Porzingis.
Well, that's a good, strong finish. Porzingis not shying away from getting after it.
And that's a foul called on J.J. Barea. That will get him his 4th foul of the game, and due to the bonus, we will head to the line for 2.
Fouling like that isn't how you get back in the game.
And with all the drama, Greg, that has followed Irving the past few seasons, he reached out to Kobe Bryant for some guidance.
And just like Irving and LeBron had to go their own ways, so did Kobe and Shaq. Very few players know what it's like to be in a situation like Irving, but Kobe's one of them. And Kobe gave Irving the confidence to not be afraid of standing out in his career decisions, and so far it's paid off handsomely.
And the shot goes in.
I tell you what, his accuracy has been the story of this game.
No doubt. I mean, he's doing his best to guide his team to victory. Superb job shooting the ball in this final period.
Here's Porzingis. Again, the Mavericks score.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Celtics.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And for the year now, they'll be tallying their 16th win.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Al Horford.
Boy, this guy played with some swagger and intensity on the boards tonight, dominating the physical aspect of the game.
There's 49 seconds left in the 4th quarter. That one drops for him.
And this is how you close out a game, not taking any chances.
Well, you can't have any room for error late in a game like this, so they put the finishing touches in style. I love how they closed.
And so it's Boston with it. Rozier, the pass to Irving. Finds the bottom of the bucket from 13 feet out.
And all the energy has been sucked out of this arena. This is not what the fans came to see.
Well, they took the crowd completely out of this game, and when you get a lead like that, it's sort of deflating for the home crowd. What a solid victory on the road.
Porzingis on the follow. Porzingis has got 31 points.
Now, this is why people believe Porzingis is a long-term star in the NBA. He can carry a team for long stretches.
Irving looking for an opening. And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much, Kyrie. Nice win tonight. What was your thought process coming into the game?
You know, I was just going out there trying to compete on every play, trying to play as much defense as possible. You know, just sticking to our game plan. We had a game plan going in and we executed.
Got it done at both ends of the floor, Kyrie. Thanks very much. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. See you later.